Hi there. Welcome to Apple World on Charge. You ain't gotta worry about a 4 once in a while. I would try and prefer not to answer my telephone for and that vibe great cuz I got it. I got me. I got my children. I got my guy before he was in any way similar to we was companions and afterward we cut. Off up getting into a friendship went through a ton you realize we observe each other, grow up and go through a great deal. So I felt like we was companions that resembles my companion perhaps of my death. West companion Diddy is feeling the repercussions, as we have been discussing since Cassie recorded the Young Miami gives off an impression of being disintegrating down close to Diddy, as he gives off an impression of being in a free fall, and she's horrible, all that let me let you know Diddy. Appears as though he's encircled by walls that are surrounding him. It's a finished wreck frightening cases that have arisen in the beyond 2 weeks, uncovering a more obscure part of him. Furthermore, it appears to be that Diddy is losing cash as a consequence of the numerous claims documented against him. And this has irritated him, yet the thing is significantly really surprising about this. It isn't simply Diddy's realm that is disintegrating. Young Miami has made it clear things aren't any better for her in the smallest good. So since Cassie's claim was dropped, Young Miami has been effectively shielding Diddy, and she as of late remembered her children for the discussion by posting a video of them 3 making the rounds. Get L make some commotion, who needs a music shirt summer. And when this video came out, fans were left fairly bewildered with post, as I don't naturally suspect Young Miami would try and play that the whole South would come running for him. The one thing she concedes is that she hasn't brought her children around him. That is not her business, and she's disapproving of hers, snickering emoticon. Yet a visually impaired thing uncovered that this was an exposure. Please forgive Diddy and he for discussing interruptions. The subject in number 4 trained his ongoing sweetheart to have a virtual entertainment rush appearance of herself and children out in the open, and how cheerful they give off an impression of being. The additional 6 figures she moved past the end of the week most likely assists a great deal with her readiness to bet everything. Shade Diddy. Young Miami. You might be asking why on earth Miami would need to stay by Diddy during the embarrassment that could wind up costing him his whole vocation and potentially risking her own. And obviously it boils down to the one thing that manages the world: cash. You see, notwithstanding all the promotion encompassing the city young ladies via online entertainment. Actually, they just won't get that much cash flow. Sure, they're not devastated or anything, except that even with their ongoing pay levels, they can't uphold the luxurious ways of life they parade across all web-based entertainment stages. Their last collection apparently sold just 8,000 or 6,000 duplicates. So Miami is needing Diddy, and the affirmed $500,000 each month that he gives her as her sugar child stipend means she owes Diddy everything, and as long as he stays free and clutches his power, she will be okay. Furthermore, Diddy, in a real sense, gave her the Carisha, if it's not too much trouble, the brand and all that accompanies it, including the digital broadcast product and, surprisingly, the BAT hip bounce grants that he was supposed to have carried for her anyway. With Cassie's claim, things are going to change since Diddy is beginning to lose impact. The organization and brand he is related to are seeing this and are quickly letting him go on the grounds that they would rather not be related to that risk. Furthermore, you can't precisely fault them by the day's end, as it's beginning to turn out to be extremely obvious to the public how weird of a man Diddy truly is, and his reality self is being revealed before millions to see. One clasp that has a ton of fans talking was when Young Miami was on live. Examining the reason why her and Diddy wound up heading out in different directions was Summer Diddy, why I not in the Mao on the grounds that like he was you, realize he was up, he wasn't prepared, and I was attempting to be a lady and work through things, and he wasn't prepared. So I was like you, and I love a ton of individuals felt there was more going on, would post like gander at her eyes. It's much more to her involvement in him. She was getting compensated to be the cover-up for Diddy and Santana. Genuine relationship. Watch everything come out on the grounds that the agreement was over. Why passed on emoticon? It wouldn't be amazing as of now if Diddy marked every young lady he's with on agreements. Since that man is into a wild stuff, no doubt. Before we go any further, what are your folks' considerations on the whole circumstance? How terrible are things searching for both Diddy and Young Miami since his name has been hauled through the mud, and it's far-fetched to restore his standing remark. Down underneath, Diddy was named as a litigant in Cassie's claim alongside his organization's Terrible Kid Diversion, Awful Kid Records, Epic Records brushes undertakings, and due cause this suggests that his Organizations were likewise considered responsible for his deeds, which is the reason many accept he'll opt for non-payment to keep away from this wreck anyway. That is not each of the a couple of days after Cassie documented her claim, his organizations were referenced in another claim charging that Harvey Pierre, the previous leader of Terrible Kid Records, had say a lady, which we momentarily took a gander at in a video on the circumstance yesterday, from roughly 2016 to 2017, Pierre is an offended part. On different events in New York City and different areas all through the country. In any case, an organization delegate disproved liability regarding this expression. The claims are from quite a while back that were never brought to the consideration of the organization, neither the offended party nor the chief are current representatives of the organization. We are presently exploring the charges, and our main concern is the security and prosperity of our representatives, John Bargan, Diddy's private. Us Guardian likewise, as of late, emerged and expressed that Diddy purportedly broke Kim Watchman's nose on a yacht. He broke Kim's nose on a yacht. Wow, I caught wind of that. He broke Kim's goodness, we should suppose, supposedly. However, it was told by individuals in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on the yacht. So, Cassie's story is Cassie's story is Kim's story, and John Bargan isn't somebody toss out irregular allegations as though you take a gander at a ton of his meetings in the past. He talks truth about specific occasions, and there's an explanation. Fans love his meetings, particularly with regards to uncovering Diddy. He's been uncovering Diddy for quite a long time, and presently more individuals are understanding reality from his enormous records. John has been recounting these accounts for quite a long time, and they are reliable. Continue to talk about your reality. The ones who don't comprehend will leave, and the ones who get it turned into your clan. For the one saying G was complicit at the time, I don't think individuals acknowledge how strong that he is, and that he has the business, and individuals higher up to safeguard him, carrying it to the specialists might have effortlessly destroyed Gene, like numerous other people who shout out that this isn't his most memorable meeting. He's been expressing this for a really long time after he quit working for Diddy, and presently he's someplace a long way from Diddy-proof, and individuals are famous figures in the hip jump world. DJ Scholastics was as of late on a live stream and talked about how everybody has been quiet about Diddy's new allegations, including Young Miami, and afterward Young Miami, who was popping all kinds of "you can't listen to a word."